All right, following up on a story that we first brought you last night, now through February are the peak months for house fires caused by people trying to heat their homes. And tonight, as our race and culture reporter Candace Redd explains, communities of color are at most risk nationwide.
Okay, guys, we're going to talk about fire safety, okay?
Latasha and Matt Griffin, who live in Sacramento County, say they want to keep their children safe at all times.
We have talked about recently with our children what to do in the case of a fire in the home. We always tell them, like, leave the dogs will come find us, and then just get to a neighbor's home and try to call for help.
The National Fire Protection Association says there's a home fire every 93 seconds.
Do you do fire drills at school?
Yeah.
You do? Do you do fire drills at home?
No.
That is something that I definitely will do now, and it's very important to do because it's the difference of when you talk about it. Like, we've talked about it, we know where the doors are X. My daughter knows where the fire extinguishers are.
The main thing is just to get to safety.
The Griffins say they test their smoke and carbon monoxide alarms often.
We do. We have several smoke alarms. They're in pretty much all the rooms, the hallways, the bathrooms, and all the bedrooms, and then the kitchen and the front room as well.
Firefighters with the Sacramento Fire Department responded to 850 home fires so far this year. 6 were deadly.
It's rare that we see a fire fatality when there's a working smoke detector in the house. Smoke detectors save lives. We know that. When they sleep at night, everyone should close your bedroom door. When a fire occurs, the smoke's going to try to drift into the room. It keeps you semi-safe and gives you the option to wake up and get out of the home.
The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says Black people have the highest rate of home fire deaths and injuries nationwide. The government agency released this report last year. It shows Black people represented 13% of the population, yet made up 24% of home fire deaths and 27% of home fire injuries.
It's because of the conditions we're living in.
Community leader Rashid Sadiq says the disparities exist in part due to structural racism in the U.S. housing system, like historic redlining and lack of investment in marginalized communities.
Part of that is some of the slumlords that are not taking care of these properties that most of our Black community is living in.
Sadiq says the lack of diversity plays a role too, since Black people only represent 8% of firefighters in the U.S.
If we don't have those folks come into our communities telling us about fire safety, I think we're doing ourselves an injustice.
We need to do better as a fire department, not only here but across the nation, of messaging these communities, letting them know there's ways to stay safe.
All right, everybody get back.
When it comes to fire safety, the Griffins say they're going to do their part too.
Absolutely. Any chance that I can prevent any death for accidental fire or anything like that, absolutely. I'll take whatever measures we need to.
And other communities impacted most by home fire deaths include those who live below the poverty line and people with disabilities, along with Native Americans.